Okay, we just came in off the water, and it's low tide now. Got drenched in a torrential downpour, and had a redfish on, and it ran me over some oysters and cut my line, so he got off. But for the little bit of time I was out here, like 3.5 hours, something like that, good time. I did the big circle. I went straight out. Well, actually I went out to the other side of this main channel here, going east-west, and went down to just over here is Boy Scout Island. And then I came back and shot up the center past that sandbar. I don't know if you can see it. It's, yeah, back behind that little house out in the river there. Let's see, the sandbar there. And then shot straight up there to the last house on Myrtle Island and took it all the way around the long way and came back up here by the oyster factory in the rain, and it was a pretty good time, good ride. As soon as the rain started, it was over, so fishing was over. So anyhow, that was that. Thought I'd just give you a little quick update on what marginal luck I did have, and go home and wash this thing up and put it to bed. It's a pretty cool little outfit I got going here. I'm very blessed. I thank God for this thing. I'm actually thinking of a modification that I'm going to do to it. Those are the Pro Angler H bars. They make a smaller set, and I'm thinking that another set going here to back here, either the ones off a Hobie Outback that has a track in the center right here, so that you can mount things on them down along this edge right here, and maybe a track here, but I'm not for sure. I am going to get a mat. I just haven't decided which one. And I may do a modification to it where there's some little bullet lights. You actually drill a hole here and set them in epoxy. A green one, or two green ones here. And then I've of course got to get a safety flag and a light for being out at night, so I can do some night fishing. The other day I had another stakeout pole, which is this deal right here. Now that was the Yak Attack. The one I had wasn't a Yak Attack, and it was solid, so as soon as it hit the water it was gone. This one I believe floats. So anyways, I've got to figure out a way to clip it to the side and get some of the stuff outboard so it's not all underfoot. And I'm thinking what I want to do is put a quick connect here on the rail that I put here, with an arm, probably the transducer arm from my other kit, from my other little girl, transducer arm, and make it so it comes up like here, and then put a series of 3-on-3 rod holders so I can tilt them backwards. And then when I want a rod, I can just rotate it and just swing it around into the cockpit and access it. And then when I'm going down the street or whatever, or under a bridge, I can just lay them down straight out the back of the thing. Right now, they fit inside there, inside those tubes. There's 3. They've got 2 bait casters. I didn't record it. Saturday, I was out fishing, and it got a little bit rough, and somebody ran right across me. I had him setting. My fish finder goes there. It's mounted right there's the wires for it, and the battery's on the inside. I had them outboard. I had these mounted outboard, and I had the paddle and the other stakeout pole, and it was just a loop cable with a loop in it, or cord, heavy rope, and it was looped to the H rail, and then the pole was slid through that loop. And when they came up to me, they ran right down my side and were rubbing on the stakeout pole, slid it right out of the loop, and that's how it fell in the water. They were kind enough to tell me after the fact, hey, I think something fell out of your kayak. But yeah, that was too bad, so sad kind of a thing. Kind of reminded me I needed to this is kind of a cool deal here. Let me get this out of here. That's a in-hole tackle box, and then inside here in addition to some water I have in there, which should not be in there, I have my battery. Now there's a lot of people that are using all manner of crazy ass $100 batteries. I use that battery, and if you've ever done any maintenance in your life, ever, you've probably replaced a battery in a floodlight, like an emergency light, backup light, and you probably recognize that. That's the battery from the floodlights for when the power goes out. And there's the old Lowrance there, sitting there, the seat and all that stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna shut this thing down, go wash it off, and call it an evening. Thank you. Bye. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm working towards getting some better video, some more action shots. You'd have liked that redfish. It was way over slot, and it had been hooked before, because it took me right over, immediately took me over an oyster bed, and it wasn't his first rodeo. And based on tonight's action, it's not his last one either. So thanks for watching. Bye.